3, 2, 1. Phantom of many topics. It is March 2023. We are in Makati in Greater Manila. And we are at the Greenbelt Mall. This is one of the prettiest malls I've ever been to. It's got beautiful palm trees. It's got the pond. It's got buildings. And it's got restaurants and stores. It also has a chapel. You can see right over there, there's a chapel. Okay. And look at there. There's a pond. Let's go in deep. Okay. I'm gonna soon turn you over to my mom. There are goldfish in that pond. I don't think you can see it from this angle. We'll be down there later. Okay. And let me see if we can see the fish. Nope. Well, we'll see the fish later. Okay. So, and then here is the rest of the mall. Okay, my mom is just off camera. She doesn't want to be on camera, so we're going to just stop the panning here. I'm going to turn you over to my mom. She's going to speak in Chinese.
Hello， 大家好。中中带我来吃中饭，然后点了4个菜，2个 dessert， 每一个菜味道都像菲律宾的 food，very funny。今天天气很好，就出来走一走，运动运动。这个 mall 太大了，不过它有一个中中说那边的天气很好，今天天空很干净，没有什么污染，今天也不太热，大概80度左右吧。这个是 mall 里面的一个小院子，我很喜欢在这里待一会儿。OK， 拜拜。
现在停掉。Okay, 3, 2, 1. Continuation of the video. You saw the blue building in the previous part of the video. And I told you about the pond. We're now downstairs. And you can see there's one of those big koi goldfishes. There's another one. And then let me see if I can focus in, help you see. You can see the tiny fish. Oh, look at all those tiny fish. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and then I'm going to see if I can pull back to a level 1. Oh, this is level half. Okay, pull back to level 1. There we go, level 1. Okay, so I'm just going to back up here. Again, my mom doesn't really want to be on camera, but we're going to give her over to be on voice very soon. And then again, she's going to be speaking to her friends in Chinese. Okay, this is Greenbelt 3. There's 3 sections to the mall. Behind the pond that you saw was section 1 and 2. I'm going to hand this over to my mom, and she's going to speak in Chinese. Okay.
Hello， 我现在在楼下，这个地方还真的蛮不错的，蛮不错。还有 Starbucks Coffee。我不想在 camera 前露面，因为我头发没有染，看起来很丑。Okay.
Sure.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, I'm just going to take a shot of this Johnny Walker statue here. You can see him. I'm not going to zoom back out, but you can see him. I'll back out a little bit. Again, my mom doesn't want to be on camera, so we're not going to. And saying hi to everybody back home that does speak in English. And you can see over here, there is a devoted Johnny Walker bar serving Johnny Walker Blue on down, Blue Label on down. And those people inside are enjoying the whiskey at a tourist price. Of course, this is an inflated price. Some of the wines that are sent to the Philippines are going to have the import price. So when you have liquor or wine that is from international territories here, you will be paying a higher price than you would in the United States of America. Okay, so thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Phantom continuing. It is now about 24 hours later. I came back to the same spot because my mom was a little bit tired and didn't want to keep walking. I wanted to show you a little bit more of this awesome Greenbelt Mall, which is also attached to another huge mall called the Glorietta Mall, which again is attached to another medium-sized mall called the SM Makati Mall. So there's more mall than you have legs for. So anyways, continuing, let's take a look at the fish again. There's a little bit more leaves in the water than yesterday. I'm going to try to focus in on the fish. Oops. Okay, so you can see the big goldfish there. There's one. There's another big fish, and so forth. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys through a walk into Greenbelt 3, which is the most expensive part of this mall, not wall. Okay, so let's go to Greenbelt 3, where they have all the really, really high-priced merchandise. Oh, we saw two Westerners. When you see Westerners, don't assume that they're from the United States of America. Generally, they turn out to be German or Australian. So I always like to listen to them speak before I try to guess where they're from. I don't like to disturb people's privacy either. So I'm not going to just go up and ask them, are you American? Are you Australian? Are you German? No. I'm just going to let them be. Okay. So you can see this is a high-class area of the shopping mall. See, I'm not going to walk all the way down there, but there's some high-class stuff down there. What I am going to do is slowly turn. This is a local Philippine brand of classic watches. Over here is Fendi, and this one is called Lowell, and they sell big-time purses. I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand or not, but inside they got high-class stuff. Very high-class stuff. I'm going to try to make my turns a little bit slower. People have said that my turns are too quick and make people dizzy when I do that. So look at this. Louis Vuitton. Everybody knows Louis Vuitton. And Fendi. Okay, so let me just do a little bit zoom in on where we're going to ahead of us. That's a 1.5 zoom. And again, I'm doing it very slow so that everybody doesn't get motion sickness. So there's one of the entrances. You can see all the cars up front are not crappy cars, they're pretty good cars. There's only the rich can come here. Okay, that's Tiffany and Company. Of course, we all know what Tiffany is. Tiffany is a name brand. Okay, and here's Christian Dior. Christian Dior, and of course, everybody knows this name as well. You can see the kind of quality that's in here. There's a very nice bathroom around the corner. Of course, I'm not going to be filming in the bathroom, but even inside there's like this lounge chair that is very classy. I'm not going to go over there because people don't like, people filming near bathrooms. So, and this one is called Celine. Celine. Is that like Celine Dion? Celine. Must be French. And here's their symbol. Oh, of course. And in the reflection, you can see a very handsome guy. A very handsome guy. Okay, so we're gonna continue this video. Stay tuned. 3, 2, 1. We're continuing. You can see that blue building is where we were before. Behind the escalator was those fancy places like Tiffany and the Christian Dior. And we just came out of that exit there. And that is called Greenbelt 3, part of the mall. These parts of the mall are all listed by number. And I'm not going to walk too fast, but now we're heading towards a restaurant area, and I want to show you some of the classy restaurants that they have in this upper middle class mall. Okay, so it is a Saturday, so it is a little bit busy. And okay, so these gentlemen are from McDonald's. Now McDonald's is everywhere in the world. You have that in every mall. The McDonald's is actually located in the Glorietta Mall, which is the middle class mall. And I might end the video with walking towards the tunnel to the Glorietta Mall, but the Glorietta Mall is huge. And if we recorded inside there, then this would be an 1.5-hour video. In the future, I might do that mall at some time in the future. Okay, now this is a very famous Chinese restaurant called Din Tai Fung, and it is located on the 2nd floor, right above us. But I'm not going to go up there in this video. The Din Tai Fung here was about 25% cheaper than in Taiwan, and about 50 to 70% cheaper than in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is just ridiculous in pricing. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of people that eating here outside in these, there's an outside bar. It's very nice. I haven't felt any mosquitoes yet. And then here's we put out some bakeries for takeout, but I want to turn very slowly, not too quick, so not to make anybody dizzy. Okay, this is called Bisou Pasteria, and it's basically it's French pastries mixed with some Filipino fusion. For example, you can see there's a few Filipino dishes here, and so that's, I'm not going to eat today. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm just I ate here last time and it was pretty good. The prices are a little bit heavy. I mean, you can see that's caviar. That's caviar right there. I mean, so, I mean, for the price of only $17, that's a salmon caviar pie. I mean, that's ridiculously cheap compared to if you were in Paris, you know, or New York or Rome or somewhere like that. And the quality here is very excellent. Very excellent. I really enjoyed the meal I had there last time, which was about a month ago. Now, we're approaching a chain store restaurant called Mary Grace. It is also based on French pastries. I think you can just consider Mary Grace like a Marie Callender's in the United States of America. I think that's the best way to explain it. If I just said that's Marie Callender's, then there are no more explanation necessary. Okay, over here is just a typical sandwich shop, which is the upper middle class Filipinos enjoying on a Saturday afternoon. Okay, and even here there's an outdoor eatery. Okay, and then you have a sign for bakery. Again, this is called the Greenbelt Mall Complex, Greenbelt, and we are in the neighborhood called Makati. Makati and BGC are the richest neighborhoods in Manila, all of Manila. And this one is a native Filipino food called Madanam, and they serve Filipino food. A lot of Filipino food is fried. I try to stay away from fried. And here's this wine restaurant bar. I've been inside just to check it out. They do have Bordeaux. I'm not sure if they have Burgundy for my brother-in-law, because my brother-in-law doesn't like Bordeaux as much as Burgundy. He actually traveled to France to have the best Burgundy in the world, but I'm not that sophisticated. Okay, here's a Greek restaurant. It's called CYMA. CYMA. And I haven't eaten there, but I imagine it's comparable to like My Big Fat Greek back at home. And here's a famous Japanese, it's actually, this is a franchise as well. We have that near our mall called Watami, and it's middle class. It's middle class Japanese food. You can get sushi, sashimi. Here, get sushi, sashimi. You get a hot pot. Yeah, you get the bento boxes. Basically, what you get in the United States of America. Now, the chicken in the Philippines tastes different than in the United States of America, but that's okay, because our chicken in the United States of America has too much GMO and preservatives. Theirs is more pure, like America's from the 1950s. And finally, there's an Italian restaurant called Italianani's, and they just basically, it's just an Italian restaurant. One of the things that the Philippines has is a lot of truffle dishes that I don't see as much in the United States of America. But anyways, I'm gonna stop the video here. We will continue. Thank you. Okay, 3, 2, 1, continuing. You can see that's Mary Grace, the restaurant, and the Bisou pastry that we were at earlier. I'm on the opposite side of the lawn now, and we're gonna swing over. Oh, there's a National Bookstore. That's nice. Okay, and over here is the coffee, bean, and tea leaf. Okay, we're gonna enter Greenbelt 5. Greenbelt 5 is still pretty classy, but it's a little bit less expensive than where we were before. Greenbelt 5. Okay. So again, I'm gonna walk slow. The Christian Dior perfume area is over here on this side. So we'll see. Okay. This is called Mount Blanc. I don't know if you have that back in America or not. Okay, Mount Blanc. But I know that you do have Adidas. Adidas shoes. Okay, Adidas. Okay. Anything with a Western brand on it is going to be more costly than if you buy a Filipino brand. Again, I just wanted to avoid those people. Okay, Adidas. So there is going to be a 15 to 20% markup just because of import taxes and so forth. Adidas. Okay. And over here is the Omega watch collection. Everybody knows what Omega is because Omega is a world famous watch. You can see this one is exclusively world famous. Okay. And whoa, in this more middle class mall you have like Chili's, the restaurant Chili's. Heard of Chili's? Okay, so basically any American brand, Starbucks, Chili's, Fridays, TGI Fridays, California Pizza Kitchen, anything you can think of, possibly going to be in one of these malls. Over there, you can almost see, we're almost to Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein. Okay. And you know what Calvin Klein is. This is the underwear brand that Marty McFly wore in the movie Back to the Future. Calvin Klein. No, I'm just kidding. Calvin Klein is a famous designer. These are not knockoffs. These are the actual Calvin Klein. And so it's pretty much gonna be more expensive than United States of America. Again, when you're buying imports, it's gonna be expensive. Okay, so you got, this one's called Mango. I don't know if you've heard of Mango or not. And for my Frank Herbert fans, I want to focus in on this store. This store is from London, and I did see it in London. And it sells women's purses and shoes, men's shoes as well. This one is called Dune. Dune. And if you've ever heard of the Frank Herbert novel Dune, this one is called Dune. Okay, we're gonna stop the video here for now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, continuing. We're outside now. If you could see past those trees, that's where the Mary Grace and the Bisou pastry was. And if you could see past this sign, then that's where we were earlier with the Calvin Klein and everything else. Now we're outside. I wanted to bring particular attention to this Nathan's hot dog stand. I've been filming for a while. I'm hungry. I'm gonna try Nathan's hot dogs and see if it's the same quality as back home, like in the United States. Like you've even had Nathan's hot dogs at Coney Island, and it's delicious. I've had it in Philadelphia on Ray Street, you know, where they have the famous cheesesteaks, and it's delicious. But now I will try Nathan's hot dog in Makati, Greater Manila, Philippines. See you in a bit. Okay, 3, 2, 1, continuing. The Nathan's hot dog with the sauerkraut was delicious. I haven't tried the plain one. The corn dogs is also pretty good. Okay, and you can see, I'm gonna focus in. That is Nathan's. Okay, oops, these people are walking past me. That is a billboard of Nathan's in Coney Island. And here's another lady walking past. Okay, thank you. We'll continue later. 3, 2, 1. Now straight ahead of us behind those bushes is where that Nathan's kiosk was, selling those hot dogs. Okay, I'll swing around a little bit slower. Not too fast. You can see there's a lot of green here. And look, it's Swatch. Swatch. And those are the colors of the Philippines. Today, I would give maybe 40% chance of rain. It won't rain too heavy. It's not rain season, but you might get a few drops here and there. Big palm trees. And, okay. And over here, just gonna go really slow. You got a Shake Shack. You got Joe Malone from London. And you have the first modern Filipino cuisine called Centro, very famous. You like Filipino cuisine? Centro. Okay, so we'll keep moving on. This is still part of Greenbelt 5. Greenbelt 5. Okay. Okay, so we're right now near the final thing I want to show you at this mall is the chapel. There is a chapel in every super mall in the Metro Manila area, yes. Sundays, I'm sure it's crowded. Today is a Saturday. Once I go inside, of course, there's no talking. It doesn't say no photography or no video. So, you know the old saying, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. So, once I go inside, I'm going to be totally silent. Okay, totally silent. Okay, 3, 2, 1. This will be the final section. We're at the mini art museum here that's built into the mall. It's for the general public to walk in and enjoy. And I think most of them are on sale if you do want to purchase them. Okay, not a very big place. I didn't want to end the video on the Chapel of Silence, so that's why I walked in here to do this. It is Art of the Philippines. Art of the Philippines. The Filipino people are great artists, and we have to expect that they create great art because they are great artists. They're very friendly people, hard-working people. Philippines. Oh, go ahead. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. I think those people were either Chinese or Korean, as am I. Okay. So we're gonna leave through this exit. Okay. Thank you. Salamat. Magandang hapon. I just said thank you, good afternoon, and then, okay, so you can see below, oops, there are the fishies. That's not the same fish pond that we were at before, but it is another fish pond. We're kind of on the other side of the big mall complex. I've shown you today maybe less than 5% of this entire complex. It is gigantically huge, and that's not even counting the Glorietta Mall, which is an even bigger mall that's next door. So this place is kind of like a Disneyland. It would take you a whole day to walk it, and it's not even nearly the biggest mall in the Metro Manila area. So I mean, Asia is known for its big huge malls, and the malls are big and huge. The Western guy that just passed us, I'm gonna guess he was French. I'm gonna guess he was French, but I don't know. But of course, everybody knows HM. You've seen those videos that I made in Tempe, Arizona, which has the HM. HM is everywhere. And my cellular phone company is called Globe. Globe, that's like the Verizon here. It is top of the line. Although top of the line here means something different than back home. 50 megabits per second here is pretty fast. So again, you have to temper your expectations. It's not exactly going to be as fast as the United States of America. We're going to turn over to this bridge now. This is I'm going to end the video here very soon. I'm thankful that you watched this video all the way through. I'm glad you got to hear my mom from my Chinese friends speaking Chinese. She of course can speak in English, but she wanted to address her friends that didn't speak in English in Taiwan. Now what you see, that blue van there, is what they call a jeepney. That's very cheap. People who are kind of poor use those vehicles to go home. 10 pesos each, maybe 15 pesos if they're pretty far. 55 pesos is $1 US. Okay, so see, the end of that bridge there leads to the Glorietta Mall. Okay, so we're gonna end the video here. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. We are live and signing out from the city of Makati in Greater Manila. Bye-bye.